Ada oya so man pain awards the bebrenara and no man. But in all no, yebehwe na yen yedie nkomo. And we are beginning, but yes, young questions rather from April, because yesterday we couldn't touch base with the month of April, what really happened. And actually June, there was the SSNIT hotel saga obeying. Labor unions were making the clearest statement by telling government that so procedure, everything will come to a standstill. Tension will create. That was one. Brian Champon or responding to the various protests. Rock City was letters was the bay minister will be defending the decision why what on SSNIT. Again in June, Bawumia nominated NAPO as running mate. And endorse Vice President Matthew Opoku Prempe. Dr. Bawumia, yes, on nominee Matthew Opoku Prempe as no running mate. Now that endorsement also came in. Parliament would debate the siren LIB was denka. Parliamentarians also that was also done. Then in July, NAPO was then approved as running mate. And then official confirmation and unveiling ceremony happened in Kumasi, where Otumfo had some word for NAPO. And then after Otumfo and some NAPO na no kopay, Ninina and some Obebotuga, also Mokwame Nkrumah also happened in July. Wontumi also made a profound statement that there are 1 million ways that they can use to win the election. The regional chairman Onua making that statement. Of course, NDC also will launch one election campaign. And the focus was on key themes. No, your message now was to Tuga. That happened in July. Then in August, we will come to that. But you take these 2 a month. I'll give you your time and then you try and pick and choose which you want to discuss detail and then which you want to just brush on. But yeah,
Henry. Before then, Neyema Ghana phone name who say
31st
Electoral Commission.
Okay.
And someone I call so Maniko PMO
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court. And a High Court no. Supreme Court ashes one
case no do.
Name High Court to Corono judge Corono what na first one so no. Edu jesu e bias no. Supreme Court to
esi onya
so mo say mo nkwa nkotena asem no so bi.
Okay. Supreme Court so on won't me nka do e bias. But mama nkotena case no.
Nkotena case no. On ka so e bias but mo nsi ho. Mo nsi ho because emra no ase wanti ase papa. Nyamla mka na Supreme Court cheche mo ante. Natural justice na Supreme Court judge no work want say no one say want to me anu natural justice no go no kan wo ma disua ho be no efi oja to nchen ti mo nkotena ho kra nya say nipa na dwen te say ubu awi a na dwen be ntanta enti ene hwe be me so say be 3 4 ne ehu say dada no a o say dada no a o
say dada no a o
dada no ye first
declaration second one re on wa question the 4 way
wo mo ekeka ka ho winners baba Sadiq mo yade ana se dada no a Electoral Commission ko recollation
wo basa na akoye
recollation ti mo ma kan sa na yenwene ho boss man ka recollation ti recollation no mo ya announcement no ana mo sign ejina so a ebedu be no na hwe be ne ehu de asem no ebe kwa akosie na afa ehu no se bia speaker ebetimi aswe mo
speaker wan
speaker what say
speaker wan
what say
speaker wan
what say
okay.
Ebona akasamenti.
And that's so 31st December. Yeah. And the NDC and the cadres will also do a ceremony on it. But 2 minutes, not more. Yeah. Your overall impression on NDMOC in terms of a water, what the man?
Them order the voter, where are them?
Or your Ghana?
I'm not saying, but no, I'm for soon in your freedom. If I made the Bakwa man to me, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia day.
Honor the biggest for the night.
Yeah, daddy. Bringing together Muslim and achievement.
What about nobody?
Your friend is saying Sheikh Nuhu Shaributu. He deserves that award. Dear Sheikh Nuhu, by this time, and can Cremophony a Christopher and Tokwaya Kumanya some Ketwa.
It's true.
Me boni dia na mapega
Sheikh Osman Sheikh Doctor.
That man is a gift to Ghana.
Sheikh Doctor Osman Nuhu
Shaributu. My lover. Papa no, the whole Ghana.
Such a peaceful man.
Number one. Because and call no all those saying Cremophone minority organ.
Yeah.
By this time.
But
Charlie, let me say, and if there's anybody, because look, Christians go to the man, a Christo
of course.
And
such a unifier.
And when Nessa make cassette here, Dr. Muhammad, minute in but there be one payers in the pain. So,
yeah, can be all unified Christians and Muslims. Are you talking?
I don't say near there, they go good in Tintina or unify on one Saturday. Maintain on us.
Okay, can Samu.
Maybe for digitalization, that one cries somebody's ministry's work.
You didn't even mention that. You are talking about.
So
he bring.
What did I mean?
Anyway.
So what do we do with this order of the voter?
And you wanna win ya? Share. Yeah, in the few days, you want. Bank of Ghana governor.
Aye, what about Jim?
Bank of Ghana governor.
And then governor no be catch so bet me my dollar number from no. You go so te
Woman award.
Magic no so ye huni.
Woman award.
So o here
about a bombarding ward.
A bombarding running like nobody's business.
A bombarding ward.
A bombarding where then where.
Bank of Ghana and some Yabeka Safon. Yeah. My member me or guess what? Mark, my Miss Aswell, you have the next 10 minutes. Yeah, the issues here.
And I pay mama ya a shitty
down.
I think it's about time you reconsider some of the things we do here in Ghana. Meaning be a friend of good governance.
Yeah.
Good governance doesn't mean say be very tactical. Yeah, no one egusua. Can no near say Bama camp. So Jenny penny be Edinburgh be by, and I think say by because no person almost frontage on very clean. It's on a pebby and I say message Jenny baby jina ho. Na okay say how nice. Almost ya be do baby in some area of sa place. Almost cast concrete grow so still not so Jenny jina ho.
Na ke fini ho.
E fini ho. It's still not so Jenny jina ho.
E fini ho, but still so Jenny jina ho.
So this calls for good governance. And see, as much as ye nipana ya did media shares all the time we need to do review. Good. Nipan kasa ya setting near Brabum and the 31st night.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to have a lot of resolutions. They'll do a lot of reviews in their lives. Ya desa our system no abba. Man peniko 4 pence. You know, it's a gold gunkro for common. Pure gold.
Yeah.
Pure gold.
I remember what tune is in Jay-Z. Yeah. Nagasama no who.
Yes, Nagasama no gold. Now so
and it's gold.
Yes, gold.
No, gold.
No, you gold.
Yeah, no.
Before he exited office.
2008.
Before he exited office.
Yeah, before he exited office.
Oh my, me can't wanna be people. I mean,
people who did not merit it. People did not merit
it. We know people who, I mean.
So yesterday, me share pictures and security. There were institutional heads here. No. Sabi, deserve it. But when it comes to the political class, I mean, why do you give them such a award? For what? For what reason? I need their work. See, I'm a Bawumia bi. They the man in what capacity? When we talk about people who have brought unification between religions,
sabi. Political class.
We all go there.
When it comes to the idea,
that is where we go.
He's one of those they call.
The man is an epitome of peace and a unifier within the Christendom and also within religions. So why do we waste our time continue to institute that kind of award scheme? Sabi baby ayababe dro. Any nana do dem kwekufu ado. Sabio Ghana for Obibeka say omohobon ebon. Yes, I am away. You see, you paint a very wrong picture in the minds of Ghanaians. Still, I'm only serious. Still, I'm only serious.
Is that a picture being painted?
Yes. Look, many people are angry. I'm a fool. We don't do this. If you go in there to look at the amount of money you do, we don't have to be doing this.
$1.4 million for the medals.
$1.4 million. These are for the figures we can't authenticate, but these are figures.
This is from country no medals on website.
Yes, no, I appreciate, but what I'm saying is individually authenticate, but these are figures you are talking about. Okay,
it is very dangerous. You see,
over 200 billion old citizens.
Jesus Christ,
over 200 billion.
Harry, the fact is, on my Sabi, unrecognized ne manfo adwuma omo ye no.
But there's a time they do that. Yeah, well, every SSNIT match. After SSNIT match,
president special awards,
and that is for that purpose.
That is given award one man what be my school for na nyinara ya nya botana obefu I want channel obefu akoma benu ma
oman asabe ommo ne manfo abaso no so man ya say it's not worth and for ye award bi nso no ma sebe mpira bi asa why dem man okra ne nsa woje nsa woje. It's still American. No, there was some heads of departments be on Mokoya your mom awards, but the been more no some fatasa awards no. And I'll be tempted to say,
for the benefit of your listeners, let me quickly run you by some of the people are winning various awards. No, yep, your grand medal. Your Mariama Mahama, or educationist Aisha to Adam Sport, Charles Kwadjo Fosu, that is your friend and Dad Lumba, Creative Art, Dr. Edwin Alfred Pobinsar, Public Service, LC Adu Awadi, Finance, Dr. Mustafa Hamid, Public Service, Emmanuel Dumwa Bossman, Public Service, Jeduble Ambule, Creative Art, Alice Ofuriata, Public Service, Juliet Asante, Creative Art, Irene Natoshi, Adu, Local Government, then awardees for Order of Volta, Erastus Asaridonko, Herbert Mensa Sport, Erastus Media, Godfrey Yabo Dam, Public Service, Joe Seusu, Public Service, Samuel Abujinapo, Public Service, Dr. Muhammad Amin Adam, Francis Asensu Boache, Dr. Yawose Duchum, Bright Apia, Civil Service, Kwawansa, Creative, Dr. Brian Champon. Then awardees for Order of Volta, Officer. First one was member. This one is officer. Mavis Awa Kumsun, Public Service. Dr. Joseph Kudu Tambil, my brother, Effiong Kwanta Regional Hospital, no Regional Director for Health. Nice. Professor E.H.K. Akahu, Science. Dr. Owusu Efriya Kutu, Public Service. Ambrose Derry, Public Service. Dr. Matthew Puku Prempe, Public Service. Kweku Ofuri Esiama, Public Service. Kwesiamu Akwanta, Public Service. Dominic Nitiwo, Ignatius Bafuewa, Esle Owusu Ekufu, and Dr. Efriye. Public service. These are the people.
In fact, tell me, them American, if you look at the types of awards or by categories now, many of them, no one deserve it.
Okay.
I would have agreed with the organizers there. Until young share today, Erastus and Co.
I mean, these people, we know what
they deserve
done.
It. Yeah. We know what they've done.
Yeah.
But if we mention the likes of, Adam, about nowhere. Oh, look at how the dollar has skyrocketed. See the Nidimrico chasing now. Nansankan. Bernard Champon, someone who was buying a state asset. You call him there to give him a friend and award. How about new constituency? Or Bonnie Petu Mokun. What's one award?
I'll come back. We will come and do our year and the review. But remember, Dr. Sami Aye. The next marker, Masan Distribute. There, look. For some people, if we are talking about youth with good brains within the NDC party, Sebi, people look up to her. Dr. Samiaya is one, not because he's seated here. The production team knows what I'm talking about. And for people like that, JM and an painful, please. National Youth Employment Day, National Youth Service, this institution, give it to this young man to turn things around for you. National Youth, give it to him to turn it for you. Masam Yesin. May Masam or Yesin. Because the youth know who they want. The youth, they know who can serve them better. National Youth. Pocho. One from Kuta branch and no ejuma. If you don't want it, national service. The very youth. I'm talking about youth development. Yeah. How we can empower the youth. He speaks their language. Ma Samson. Sami Apome.
Boko na oswe.
Yamenadum. Another. Nyamasi. I want us just a minute before we can proceed with the end discussion.
Sure. Medase. Say anopai de medincha kese pa be kwama. Ghana mabuno a omotie ye anopai. Happy New Year to everyone. In Chiaka see a paso coma, ye papa His Excellency, President-elect John Dramani Mahama and Professor Nana Jinopoko Ajimana Obo ye Papa Chidom. Say the ACA in Rano has vindicated Ghana ni biya to about 8-year MPP. That several times and again they continue to disrespect the people of Ghana. She yesi ye di here and sana ye di fata. Sina Henry baby a Ghana edu no yenyina ye. Waye kesika mpo a ye tuo mo na o ma release wasi results. Ebedane esre ne abasatwe. Ansa ne no kra no mukotua part payment. Ama ye releasing kwala no results ama ye be admissions. And ne for the first time university nkwala omo apply for university no. Universities na sa actual letter about say almost anko online portal bi no mo ye certain changes ansa na o matime admission. Enre ya school feeding caterers. Almost say abayin di omuka. Ama Christmas your mind me anye day. There are several problems are affecting the people of Ghana. Eyesi kasemwa. Esai amamu bone a omabebu nti no yentimi ntu asesika. And how would you spend sika etisei to organize a program of this nature? She ama for a mama was how akumsen. She is known elections we kaswa omambo obi to amane wu. Onua ne bodyguards boys e dinachi bo obi to mane wu. There have been several occasions because of politics amanyo semne about 20 ebi mo afa won wu okaso she Attorney General Godfrey Dame, the Attorney General he is on record to put pressure on a witness ombedia dance krumu ewo court na yemfa so nchi obi ni tape da bontin. How would you go and award the petisa? Dr. Bawumia onona MPP for be kachre ye say ewiasema fa na nyina opo bi a ne tiri ho abo bew ewa sikasem enso abetena konya wasai Ghana sikasem a Ghana fato abetia na before that impo wadwane from the responsibility I was say onokra the economy no kra de onim ho hwe bio na opese o chase abefo. How would you go and give Nipet sir an award? And ka award say ye will be more omo deserve it. Wa unua Samson Lade or say as a award scheme no ye share that ko fa omo a omabo Ghana bro and ye mom award. So it was nothing short of a self-aggrandizement. Say ye mo ye ho safo hene over nothing. I say Ghana sika. Intimity na akame. Looking at the level of severe cash cruncher, state institutions a car be more day, ECG car more day, Bank of Ghana car more day, Forestry Commission car more day, major state institutions a car a down minima was say a buyer eba under the leadership of His Excellency the President also tuya. Na the level of dissipation of public funds are you know. Ayana mesia fem na
okay.
Mejidi se Ghana for we be ye nkae da momo se aba omo to ye in on December 7 2024 no omo anto anse no
okay.
Na decision bi omo take no is the best decision that we must be proud of. And the 31st night here yakobompai Ghana ni bia obesi asori dem obesi mosque akobompai yenda Yesu ase yenda nyame ase yenda Allah ase se ode change abreye
okay.
Na sa bad governance ya actually in the last 8 years president mama promise ode good governance eba no ebeba na ede obuoni ni di amagana for I can tell you on authority say President Mahama monyesa wosi.
Thank you. So Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President of Ghana Public Service, Order of Star of Ghana. That was the highest award of the night. Nana Susubibi Krobi Asante, Enyebi Marcus Gave, posthumous Justice Enim Yabua, former Chief Justice Nyebi Samoku Jeto Fremont Pare, Dr. Addison, Nusunyebi, Inti Ambassador Mercy Yvonne, Karikari, Ibrahim Magasa, Nyebi, Osei Chemensa Bonsu, Nusu Onyebi, Nana Kwesi Ejekum Biamana. Inti all of them, I mean, there were a lot of Oye, Dr. Oye, James Olins, Eric. I mean, the list is endless. Or those papa. I can't go through all, but notable ones are Nohoba Samna Mazatuga, Peter Mehumina, Winya Oyebi. Now let's go back to Yen Oye issues. We talk about SSNIT, Brian Champon, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Mention so, my brother.
I'm the share SSNIT instance. Some brow shas. You know there are issues of corruption. Na Senator Fankasa at the time when Jina Wanando na when defended the state assets, it was so because na Ora Osafumafo Neba strategically obeying deputy no way penny if you no don't know babesho. And so it does happen there. The entire state institution work one or two because there was an agenda.
That's what you saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw. By so doing, in the papa na SSNIT hotel no oye mayenyi naran, they came out to say there on Yano Kware. Na woman warbakau. Na asadan kanyankopan na Ghana fu. Na asirana kasina kasan odi azima honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. Wo ne madina boy na nyo dina oye na adwen de odi besi ho do yo wumo do yo nkomo na wa hwe na dama dina na wopeda woyen yetum yetwadon ode ye bona abawdo wanko bandamanka by now Yura bana champon nche wato SSNIT offending properties na imde ono nya haso nguten
yeah
utuma kwatakrade
yeah so it was Labadi, La Palm, I think Buzia was on the card. There was Bejaya, Elmina Beach Resort. Yes, these were,
and these are all facilities are no maniska. And then I say aban sisen ya wonyan so His Excellency John Dramana Mahama in SSNIT for Abapado Ababakasa. And it tells you there na one and one moment tum the one dinner done. Why you know people would dinner one? People would dinner. How on earth can we decide that your button a banner japadi yadama nipa kwete na nsema no working do no omam fasubia no bakaw shebe I'm businessman no bakaw top property obakaw wana no by the madden but asenan kan yankopan there Osha Ghana fu nyina kukudiri. In fact, I was part of the demonstration.
Okay.
Yeah, because we couldn't just sit to look at. You jam or call so. And she even motor and punch your button.
What was the kind of statement SSNIT, not SSNIT per se, but organized labor, one concerted threat? You know, how crucial was it?
In fact, shaky government. That is what I saw. Shaky government. These are the people who make contributions to be able to put up those structures and other those facilities. As a pedestrian, about the pedestrian one contribution now there are many people who have contributed to SSNIT in the year say one SSNIT contribution one can near one paying for be what SSNIT. And think that President John Mahama about order or your restructuring war SSNIT.
Really?
Oh yes, order your serious restructuring was SSNIT. and I know that he's going to do it based on the promises he's giving us. Wanyana dama, there are individuals there, and you see, said appointing pokoha. Obotu mo convince appointing. No one many bibi kakra. So President Mahama should be on the watch. The oral team which I support, Mumongun. No one could not want you until the President John Dramani Mahama, Najma region, or the baby. There are a lot of state institutions, Equa, chief directors, and now one. Oh, they are the problem.
I see.
Sometimes it's not the politicians. Those people, be MP or Baba Nansen, I was sabotage.
MP.
Yes. In painful go where. Our one more appointments, no matter your plans you have, they be develop a sector. Dabi, one would do.
Ekasa about National Petroleum Authority.
Yes.
NPA.
Yo, Baba. And say in the transition team, information so what the money and one for more. What's biba? No way you be a film. And it's happening across all the institutions.
I see.
Yes. And so the NDC. What sir? Ghana for the yes sir. Near GM and NDC. Then my yes sorry I hamu Central Hotels in C1. So in fact, I really liked what Organized Labor did.
Okay.
They were too more sorry. You know, you can't boom near demonstration. You did Tiaban. Oh, shaking one. Only some more watching agents.
NAPO's nomination and then unveiling also to WOHO.
Yes. In fact, NAPO ne nomination to partner Bawumia was one of the weakest decisions and wrong a step the MPP took. NAPO could have performed wherever he was. Although none performance didn't shut down saying Sabe in Yanso on your pen. And so mention our robot
as an energy minister.
And so yes, no Yanso when any model. Sefsha Bra was in a bar, Ministry of Education. Na banter on your stakeholders within the sector in ya na onya some papa. Sefsha Ahoba Chisha na yampia or two-way or the former Minister of Education or in the or your Vice President elect. Yamami Jane Opoku Ajman Esha Robashe na some Kenya na onyan sama sabi oyan some papa. And I remember Debra what power nen Otumfo ohuni no kan sabi oye penyin enti anka ne tra da ma me na oye baka nen but okay there awo me yema atene fie ma tetew enti alokwan kwa na kusua kasa hum dama baye wa adwuma amda na la opo be gina platform no no se mommo kwa am nkroma no hwe MPP lose na hu NAPO or contribute about 60%. I'm telling you. Na shantefo na nkasa no won penapo. O se ndam no huhu. Na nakaka ben saman. Ashantefo na person ya wasu no mbaade ni wakasa basa. Nda nyi bwe school na abaninti. Nipa nya adwen sachira. Akwantu na ada abaninti. Yan kasa basa adam. And so unfortunately, NAPO wa ku school. One man dibre. No wa otumfo na lese wa tena himfem wa cheche na aden eno ne mase otumfo bia na adena na wala chenen enyo no otumfo no na mum na apamfo na adwuma na wode mma won de won che na pa aden na po anfa o sand of fire nche dam anya ndama no ba yiye na pardon nche wanye ni nyina aka ho na mama MPP wa dintwa onse mti mesre de yere ko yanyim Ghana fo yanyuma da ho yade adwuma hya wonsa de brabaye na bana nye ni ye ya semu nyina mo ka 2016 kwana Ghana fo fad woto abodi ti John Dramani Mahama 2024 sa hwemo san so kodwa. It tells you there the Ghanaian voters are now becoming so sophisticated. Onyanda man na baye na woka na perbe begina platform ne chinchim no mo watu abamo na nyankontompan nyakuhwisaman no magana fo watu abamo. As we speak, informations are readily available on our phones. If I'm not able to get the information here, I'll call Dr. Aya or the mom. Or the mom, na me not too sure. I can call you and you verify it. So informations have become so open to us there. Getting access to information is no more a problem.
All right.
And you know, I'm on your phone. yan hwene yan tutu yan dem ye na dem abrabo na NAPO ba bobo en yan so yan bobi anya.
Thank you Doc. So let's still be on it. SSNIT issue, NAPO, Brian response.
I'm say SSNIT asem no de abede di pefe say na eye trimopo boni bi a nkrofo bi ekoku chiri say omoni be wi Ghana, because reason ti ana omo say omo ton sa properties na ye because sa properties na bo Ghana ka.
Yeah.
Sika Ghana di shemu no ana sika pensioners e di shemu no. Eye nya sa sika no mpo kra na ya de ya benya mfaso. To the sense it was a loss making entity. But evidence abechere say sa hotels no cry most profitable hotels are edu tweme bi nsi Ghana da. Nipa ye ton ama no oni hotel bi a ye friend Rock City. Na ye se de ofru du apa na ye den. E piano. De waye bi da so na ye friend na ye boafo. Wo hotel Rock City. Evidence chese hotel no kra oboka. Why should we give you a hotel that makes profit? And they lie to us as our hotels don't make losses. So when evidence came, say, hey, says our hotels he crap profit or more making no, and ya the then the people of Ghana became aware. No, na labor unions ne ubia this no. We a total rip off. A adwin bonia ni pebimu asha da peso muwia Ghana. And the evidence is clear. Now, and yes, SSNIT and Kwan SU, I said the minia market kind all across the country. Deals. I ebimube ye. We look at PDS. Yes, uncle for ya. Keka mubo mukote company no money office mpo. Sikakra no money be no mube DJ Ghana ECJ bill 6 months. 2 billion Ghana cedis from the Ghana here. And now I know say yenche omo. ECG. Go there. Cash water for mechanism or mate tia pansam and ne e kai de IPPs enye kaketwa. Sikam poe de tofango gu Ghana power plant me bi ni ho. Enti oma say Ghana. Just o read the Japanese document na de ekoso yi eno an ya tro document ni. Pepe difference be him. What's the make say? Second issue near DWEN NAPO.
Yeah, NAPO.
Moamunia the Joy multimedia friend say. Pa kwesi I've forgotten his name. Or say MPP appointment I appointing upon. They are only one comment away from losing the election.
Oh, so you're talking about the morning man.
Fantini,
yeah, the morning man.
Yes. And indeed, the first day I didn't approve you know. Asamo kind and the man Ghana mabuni na umuyo imagine free so. Because you see no Ghana population no, 62% young people. Yeah. Kojo Yankson. 62% young people. Almost na ako school any ma bareful any di. Oka samwa omutimi ko chiri ko read verify. Because Ghana ni mabunu bia ni the contribution of Kwame Nkrumah to Ghana. Ghana nyinam kane esi hoyi eye Kwame Nkrumah ya akosombo dam. Look at the number of universities that Kwame Nkrumah setting up. Look at the number of secondary schools, factories. Then Kwame Nkrumah nye with sikaketwa onyaye. Temamoto we a oye no na da so bo Ghana chidom. E wo ho. What's the mechanism? And it's a way leader na ujina simpie so especially at a time a Ghana sikasama tete pansam. It is incumbent on you to inspire hope in the people. Umbejina simpie so na want to ayampia on people you know have done extremely great for the country. Kwame Nkrumah no.
You think that was part of?
Yes. Ghana ni bia amfa na po serious biom. hwɛ yɛsɛ deɛ ɔpɛ adeɛ akɔ asante no deɛ ɔpɛ adeɛ akɔ kɔtɔkɔ no yɛnyɛ dɛn yɛmmɔ no aborɔ na po why education minister, why energy minister, what has been your contribution to Ashanti region? Why should they vote for you? Because yɛsɛ Onua ɛne obi ɔdɔ your mama ɔno mfi asante na busuani bi mfi asante ɛnso nneɛma a ɔyɛ ma asante no yɛsɛ asante akae ɔyɛ the largest market ma ɔmo ɔyɛ the KGT market ɔyɛ Tafo market Atonsu market Asanwase market hwɛ akwan a adwomama yɛyɛ E-blocks Kumewu water project Mampon water project hospital projects ɛnso wei yɛ obi a wɔmfi asante wei yɛ obi a asante kora nto abama no ɛno nti na 2024 election no asante kyerɛ adwomama ɔdɔ over 33%. Emma, His Excellency President-elect Kebedimu. So the MPP's records, as far as the leadership of this country is concerned, has been the worst ever, and the records are clear. For the first time, Ghana yekaye di intimintuya. For the first time, a man for mo ye juma strong bo bra padium sika ma buying. Through bonds, Abansi on tuya who day. And my pension is 70 years, 80 years. Eko jina finance ministry is soon. Minia, me wa medical school na mo lecture bi o chairman de. Oka chairman say doctor for musike so a. Nti sa wunya ska fa bi sie ye investment. Papa ne ye adwuma 40 years. Edine 2 million Ghana cedis ekoto bond. Unim say sa domestic exchange see no. Na papa ne gina ho sum bobna. Wow. Because no interest from sasika na man de to diabetes edro. Or de to hypertension edro. Sa ni pasa no. Why would he vote for you? And now unim say omo asa de na affect they were 1 million in number. Nipa etisa no ontoma me colleague bi amen on mene ne ye adwuma sisi ono so tete ne mo room kakra de ne sika 200,000 Ghana cedis 2 billion ekoto bond ya tino ama ne nsehunu onya. And this is a government that omodi sika akoya wars. Omodi sika akoya wars. You live in this country. Why would you disrespect the people you lead? I mean, on this grand scale.
But main fact, kakran todomo. So in July through to August, MPP launching manifesto NDC the same. Wontumi stood on podium to say that during that launching that there's 1 million ways of winning election.
1 million ways. What has been the results? Say na ye ballot stuffing. Omoko printi over 1 million ballot papers. Emma NDC for Chiomo Jini na Ashanti region. And it was widespread, a majority of them. And so they knew deep within themselves they have messed up the country. Omate take Ghana up and some. Ebusuan chemfa kokofu bobo ni enima ye bobi ma. Kenoforiata Gabi Otreda kon na na Asante bedie tu. Ene de omabusuafo ubi so mo meka cho se ye nanam de ekɔ school ntina ye di position na nko na nanam kɔ school ye me na o mark ye tie ni sine Henry ye de ekɔ school ye kɔ school omunim grace ana ye nya but betra radio so na hwe Ghana fo nim kan kyerɛ so nko na akɔ school da che hene akɔ school pam ya akɔ school nana ya abrefo akɔ school ye na obi akwa na master's degree obi akwa na doctorate degree. So how would you look us in the face and tell us, say, the entire appointed Busian for you because more dear Marco school say wine? See the hero to the maker say. So the people of Ghana looked at this. Almost should be a dollar da. Almost should be a fool da. And I'm saying no. In 2016, na ya bra boy a papa saying ne. In 2016, ya leader be a or buy just say or say a two actually bemabo. It's maybe two problems. I will solve it and I'll solve it. What betina kunya so sika odi ja o say fato fango na tua IPP ska o de say sika na kosi a wajebo se di ama ne Ghana da dum so eno am da dum so na ma nya ma de say me she batakari me say me she white because e ko new year menya light and to me niema. And this is the government omujama President elect John Dramani Mahama. What's the making us so from 2020 to 2024 has been an exercise of excuse making and disrespect for the people of Ghana, and I believe.
But do you think the manifesto of two parties now are launching?
Of course,
it made an impact in the election.
Yes, some catcher will say significant sections of Ghana's population, young people, 62%. In fact, the national security say the biggest threat to Ghana is security, the issue of unemployment. OSHA manifesto now, why not the clear-cut sustainable policies are about Mebunu Ejuma Sem Ebae, John Dramani Mahama, or can 24 hours economy, or can the Jumera program, or can the National Women's Development Bank, or can National Apprenticeship Program, or can youth in agri and agribusiness, youth entrepreneurship. All these policies were carved towards giving young people more employment. And I came and sat here and told you, say, before you ever power, no, now over 60 companies scratch related the bread your mama say, on person me 24 hours economy. Into one young we need a bump on trouble the into. And President John Dramani Mahama who ready ne 26 bullets 120-day social contract. All these things by June ending, by April ending, getting to May. Yeah, they are quite papa be gua kwemu sa policies we munyano. Ye be enroll ama Ghana for any day. And so me as a young person na me gina mu as Jomama the spokesperson na me kasa ye e wo mabu no hihya ye ho no. I am clear in my mind. Say John Dramani Mahama na me nim no no. Ono onsin so mansa na waham no. Ono no ode no kre ebeda adi. Ade na ni ho obeka cha Ghana for e wo so obeka cha Ghana for no. Obeye sa niema wo nyina ma yedie. Okay. Any mpuntu aba Ghana for afa. Enti I wish every Ghanaian na wote me anopai a happy new year in advance from the president-elect, from the vice president-elect, and from the leadership of the NDC and all the young people in NDC. Me shambo say Papa John Dramani Mahama waka say the appointments ebe a useful government. Oye mabuno a ujina simpi so ujina radio so ujina TV so e kasa ye Emma John Dramani Mahama uja wajuma to ho ebe kasa ma John Dramani Mahama wini ye papa obebo abaso o se mabunu no ne obeye adwuma na me ogidie ma pa se babunu bia o hwe ni mu se John Mahama bebo na baso no wama no position na ono so akire Ghana for niema pa e woni mu ene niema opeso ye no John Mahama bema o saka okay na also what me the change any development any Gen Z way of leadership aba na Ghana for one.
All right. Yeah, we call for him last batch, which will dovetail into our parliament, the brouhaha getting to end. But Mark, remember what the same issues, the issue with our manifesto launch, and then the fallout from it. We have a million ways of our winning elections. All those, how did they pan out?
So, Mamentako, we have a million ways of winning elections. I think that moving forward as a country, the Electoral Commission must set up. Nobody can stand anywhere to tell us that we have a million ways of winning election when we have a certain Electoral Commission that is competent. It doesn't happen anyway. On what grounds Namokade would win the elections?
Maybe the strategy will be put in place. The various strategies, maybe a campaign skill and tools will be used in order each other or a million ways. Or you don't think so?
So can the campaign tool that you are putting in place give you a better position than ensuring the economy it's okay for your citizenry? These are the basic things we look at to vote. There was nothing like any campaign tool or strategy. What tools did the NDC use? Abentu no using. The tool I think they used was to tell us the reality, where the country found itself. The MPP was in government. What were some of their manifesto promises? Tell me. Oh, what's this Fianibi? And first year, mommy. These were the things we're hearing. We didn't hear any other thing. Oh, introducing credit score.
Yes, abolishing or some taxes.
I want to know the bay. Them taxes not about abolishing. Want to know the bay.
It was not Bawumia.
Oh, so what was his role as a vice president? What was Bawumia's role as a vice president? Was he not part of cabinet? Sub president another don't go in wa otukona. One no oye ne offending. Oh no, one knows name.
Bawumia, of course, but onye only bidding no Oman Baye. It is the bidding of Akufo-Addo because he
yeah kwa to about 2016. Another don't go Akufo-Addo na MPP for catching him there. So man benya ntema pa wa afura. Na yen sikasam wa tutuni ye ya. Na yere so bekan. I say we have an economic what? Wasted. And one can them. So what happened? An economic wasted over $5 from $1 to 3 points and here to almost 18 cedis before they exited office. An economic wasted that mama yen cedi or depreciate to the extent that in the 200 Ghana cedis are on soon. 200 Ghana cedis on found on your shade. And he was part of the governance. He was part of the system. Why? Didn't we see Dr. Bawumia when they were in opposition? Mountain platforms, organizing lectures and all that, telling Ghanaians about the state of the economy and what they intend to do. In books, he's fantastic. But when it comes to the reality and the practicality of the issues now, wow, ban. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, wow, ban. Otina do 8 solid years. And if you claim there, on the policies and on your share, or you want to share, His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, Ojina Dr. Yaw Oseye Dutum, no policy on free education, though, not the man, the appointment, and he came as a deputy minister of education. He did the job on NAPO. Look at the STEM schools he has built. What's it? Each is an idea. Each is an idea to Nimrika and I say to me.
Eternal Kudra.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Osaya Weduchum. He's been a very fine man. He's been my friend and all that. Such a education sector, no performance, our performing. Strangely enough, the opposition NDC is not able to lambast that sector too much, apart from the few challenges we have when it comes to the implementation of the free SHS, where I even support there. When it comes to even feeding, let's share cost with parents. Obawofia 10 cedis obosun in the whole day. Onson. So why should government carry all this burden? Until or then check government, in your parents, check. It is not everything that is free. No, but you know. Look at the STEM schools are WCC. Very beautiful schools. And no, Dr. Kain, Obia all food Japan. No way then. European. He's done his best. The African Continental Free Trade Area. Former Trade Minister Alan Chamanton on an initiative. And these are the things the MPP and Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, including Bawumia, were riding on. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia was talking about the economy. How he was going to fix the economy. How he's going to ensure that there is job creation. How he's going to ensure that the city is able to run along with the dollar. Was he able to achieve it? He wasn't able to achieve it.
Okay.
And so, what credit should we give him after this abysmal performance? Look at the BOG director, offending.
Dr. Addison.
I say, first time in our history, you bought out about 60 billion.
Yeah.
In the Waka Kwatam done no this year. Abba. No, what kind of investment is that?
Thank you. We'll continue with the last 10 minutes. But talking about BOGN, I have some more information. I know Bank of Ghana, Governor Addison Obeko. I know. Obeko. And so far, I have like 7 names. 7 names are mewo. With the old man, Wobohum, na we. And believe you me, Bank of Ghana position a very sensitive position. It can make and not make the oil country. And in terms of Bank of Ghana, whoever the old man, the wise man will be appointing. For now, I have 7 names. Okita, H.E. John Dramani Mahama. Next year, I'll put the names across and we'll begin to look them one after the other, discuss them, and see who best fit that oil role as Bank of Ghana governor. That's just by the way. But my member back to Dr. Ayeni and wrap up. Doc, now we move to oil October, November, December. More issues from Parliament, Speaker flexing muscles, calls we are going back and forth. Eventually, election beckons, election comes, and then the defeat is unprecedented. You wrap up on that.
If you look at the MPP's conduct before the election, the attorney say Aboabia Bewua operate. Because most of the arguments they were advancing, they don't make sense. Unim say MPP 4. Last week your match letter said Cynthia Morrison. Or may in every party them.
Yeah.
How do you want to be away in every party them to represent you in parliament on your party's ticket? So now a clear politics and disrespect to the people of Ghana. And that the way a manner MPP 4 more conduct your hono. It is as if say Ghana for your mubonibina moto abama. Because the level of disrespect, it is mind-boggling. What do I say? Enti many just say abaya 2 year Ghana 4 gave overwhelming to test to President-elect John Dramani Mahama. Now I believe say one say power sign and siano utie judges no the argument or more make it out to say hey I feel the common sense here just a change in government, just a change in government utie judges argument or more advancing in quarter utie say hey judges see argument it makes a lot of sense because of just a change in government because now there's no pressure on them. They are working independently. I mean, say Nancy.
Is it not because they went for NDC?
No. She lawyer Edujita Macloni argument are no making, and look at the responses from the judges and the back and forth, and the judgments read out by the court. It is one of the clearest judgments in the last 8 years, Mati.
You think the one given when Afenyo went to court against the speaker was not fair?
Masa. Even some of the law students that's all first year cry in law school. Almost say na judges or much idea or law school in judgment or much idea. I'm on hoop about form. So just say so let's not even go into that. But the point is that even a change in government a relieve pressure of judges. Utimi who say the work they are doing is so any. Because Utimi can't tell me say at an electoral commission returning officer. I declare will be winner. Now so I a recollection. Next say me a returning officer. Na me a declaration na. Ubi betimi akujina baby no akoten no. It does not make any sense.
It also on the flip side entails that a returning officer can do any declaration and think of it to my scot free.
Oh no. That's why the law is that or your declaration. It was a OBR sign. So if you are an agent and you don't agree with that declaration, you don't sign.
But whether you sign or not, it doesn't invalidate.
But if the processes that went through were invalid, were erroneous, were unconstitutional, when you go to court, you can be overturned. It is as simple as that. Where there's no two ways about it. And all in all, 2024 has been it has been exciting. It has been painful when you look at some of the conditions people have to contend with. The number of people that lost their homes through the VRA spillage and all that. I mean, we commiserate with the families and friends. I know, say, the president-elect or the Amamu Papa or the leadership Papa, transparent, compassionate leadership Papa, leadership edi obuoni ni die be magana for ne de ba let's cake no so de ba ni try ni twagu.
Oh, MTN. So what yeah, please surprise package be aba kan sa pocho what fraud then?
Noel Lati from MTN.
Noel Lati from MTN. Pocho, what brings you here?
Today is Nanaya's birthday.
Okay.
So MTN brought her a cake.
Wow.
I'm wishing her a happy birthday.
Wow. Thank you. Let's do officially just present it to her so that our cameras can capture it for us. Okay. Cameras can capture for us. So this beautiful birthday cake from MTN Ghana to Nanaya Brefo Danso, our adorable host for this very show. Kaide, it's her show. I'm just sitting in for her today. Nanaya, thank you, and thank you to MTN Ghana for this wonderful package. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nanaya.
I have a relationship manager in MTN.
Okay.
Oh, yes. There are a few people who do have.
Okay.
Starting 0244. Into me starting MTN.
Okay.
05 no hwan de. Echirima. Enti ya start ya cheno aye.
So o can we obeko. E can we economy to yampia MTN for
each year they give me a birthday cake.
Wow.
And
wow.
I think last year now they forgot or it didn't come.
Okay.
But this year I was just here and then I was called say my birthday cake is ready. Where am I? So me don't must. I mean, great. I'm a family member of MTN. Certainly.
MTN.
I can't put that phone.
Area call MTN phone. She. Me no me 0244 Man fan Kenan Sodo. 0244 She. Me no my way. MTN. Me birthday 15th. Or from a Henry Ludianki. Manager na retain no fa no man for to ho. Next year. Cake number, minimal trouble. Me and you, that trouble way he go happen for Onua, FM and TV here. You don't have any idea. Mark, hard press with time, just a minute. Now I'm from wrap up.
Yes,
thank you.
So I think that what we've gone through in 2024 as far as Parliament and the judiciary is concerned gives us an opportunity there Yayan Sakrayi Bebre. We need to look at our governance system very, very well. Parliament will not do oye. Judicial will not do oye. Executive will not do oye. What we've come to learn and know in there. Obiara she obinechi Adaman. Obinejuma in supersede obi nede. A precedent was set in the previous parliament, led and headed by Professor Michael Ukwe. Sir, why when I joined there, waboko independent from their own party's constitution, or their way with the party. Fast forward, this same thing has happened again in Parliament. And in Jinaduna, Professor Michael Okwe, then the Speaker of Parliament, in Jinado, nodding them at him at the Bain, No, Anna speak Babin so the bay. You know, one task, then straight to court. If they went to court, and on a problem, but the biased nature of judgment of fee, the Chief Justice was Ben. It was wrong. She should have known there is what we call separation of powers, and should have been very circumspect in her decision and her judgment. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. Today, we have an electoral commissioner. Auditum no dashe. No officers and returning officers and
I think
look. The thing is that the national officers or electoral commission fund, they have nothing and they have no business to do there at the constituency level. When you want something, now they are setting a bad precedent. Last me send a message man paying for the they are setting a bad precedent, and if they are not careful, how can it be that Abokobi election maybe said what is the problem and what's it pin sheeting NDC NPP electoral commission so in pin sheet maybe are we serious
says Oyema okay, you're from Henry Eludianke. I did this for Nanaya, so meet again. Please do good wherever you find yourself. Henry, I'm out.
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah,